Now playing the Hook and Bridge podcast.
I fucking love Kesha. I'm telling you, I'm the worst person to have a podcast. I can barely speak.
Oh my god, I love this!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Hook and Bridge podcast. Taylor, we have an amazing returning guest.
I'm so excited.
This one's a big one for me. I absolutely love this guy, love his shows. Please welcome Ralph Sutton back to the show, everybody.
Thank you for having me, kids.
So how's life going for you, man?
Well, I said, last time I believe I won the trivia contest, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep.
Oh, so crushed.
This time you have me at a severe disadvantage because I don't go out late anymore because I'm an old fat man, so I tend to go to bed early. But a friend of mine, I will give her movie a plug. Her name is Jennifer Esposito. She had a couple of big movies. She was in with Spike Lee, and she won an Oscar for a movie called Crash.
Wow.
It was an ensemble cast. She was in Blue Bloods and a bunch of other shit. But this was a passion project of hers that took like 20 years to come out. She wrote it, directed it. She's in it. And Spike Lee was there. Gloria Steinem was there. It was at Tribeca Film Festival last night. And then an after party. And I was out way later than I normally tend to be out. And because I'm a psychopathic with my runs, I got up at 7 to go run 7 miles and then came home, made myself lunch, took a shit in the shower, and here we are.
Oh
so I am exhausted. So my brain is at 40% right now. So I have a feeling... Man. If there was ever a time you were going to win, it's going to be now because Jesus Christ.
He probably still won't.
I was going to say, Harley, if you lose now.
Yeah, right?
Yikes.
Yeah. That's why I don't feel great about my chances right now.
So because it's June, it's Pride Month. Today I celebrated by watching your episode of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
Wow. 20 years ago.
Yes. Front to back, watched the whole episode. And I have a couple of questions. First off, are you still in the same apartment that you were in that show?
No. What's funny is I have a twin brother. He is 5'7", I'm 6'5". We look nothing alike. We were also born in different decades because I was born New Year's Eve. He was born January 1st. I think we may have talked about that last time. I don't remember. But, so we moved in together. We went to college together. Then we were roommates when we graduated college and rented an apartment. Then we bought an apartment together at 24. When you're 24 and you own an apartment with your brother in New York City, you are cool fucking kids, right? And then you fast forward to 40 and you're common law married to your brother. There is nothing cool about that. So we sold the apartment right before turning 40 at 39. But that was the apartment that we were on for Queer Eye. I was 34 when I filmed it, 34 when it came out. But we bought shitty furniture when we moved in. Then they bought us furniture. So I was in that apartment for 15 years. So for like 36 years, I have not bought furniture, right? Because then I moved into this apartment and brought all that furniture with me. So I just had everything that was here was from Queer Eye. And then about 6 months ago, I decided to stay at this apartment again for another couple years. I was like, fine, fuck it. So just this December was the first time in 30-something years that I bought furniture. So like there's a new door behind me. There's a paint behind it. All this is brand new. The paint, everything. I just spent a decent chunk of change making over this rental apartment that up until December had all the furniture you saw in Queer Eye shoved into this apartment. And most of it didn't fit. But I just didn't want to spend money on furniture. But now I did. And I'm very happy with my setup. It's a long answer to that question. I apologize.
That's all right. So my other question is did
I fuck that girl? Absolutely.
You did?
Oh yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah. We actually dated for quite some time, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah. And it was funny. Like it was an interesting feeling because you guys are young, but how old are you guys? You're old. Like 20?
We're
28, 29.
Yep. And then
you?
Little sister's 21.
God damn it. All right. So 20 years ago, you can't understand this, but 20 years ago when that show was on, it was one of the most popular shows on television, right? And a popular show on television 20 years ago is very different than a popular television now. Now, 1 million listeners or 1 million viewers is like, holy shit, that show's killing it. 1 million,
Mhm.
1 million, you'd get canceled years ago. It meant nothing, 1 million, right? Now it's just spread out so thin. You go back to the early days of television, 60 million, 70 million would watch because there were 3 fucking channels. So 20 years ago, it was a very big show. So I'm talking like probably, I don't know the numbers, but let's say 10 million people were watching when that show was on. And then they played my episode constantly because Vince Neil from Motley Crue was on, and it was like a funny episode, whatever. Strippers were there. And then I started dating that girl. And when we went out together, I felt like a fucking power couple of royalty. Like I could get a table anywhere because they saw like, oh shit, you guys are still together. Come on in. Like it was wild how that was. But the funny thing is, and I'm sorry, I doubt she listens to this or listens to me anymore. It was so long ago. The whole concept behind that show was find me a good girl, right? Because I was working in strip clubs. That girl had more cocaine problems than anyone I've ever met in my life. And it was far worse than anyone I ever dated. So
Oh my God.
it did not work out for that reason.
Now, was it staged? Like, was she an actress?
No, she was not. The deal was they told my brother and my 2 friends that were there. One of them was in the video. His name's Paul. He's my brother and my friend Paul only, really. That they had a month to find a girl that I could date. What I will give them credit, the only lie they told on that show was it's not a day, it's a week, right? But you're supposed to say it's a day for whatever. There's no way you're shoving all that shit into one.
Right.
Right. But other than that, every single thing was 100% genuine. Only once did we have to reshoot something because like something technical went wrong, so we had to redo it. But every single scene was 100% genuine.
Wow.
So my other comment for this is, after watching that, I noticed that you have kept the exact same style and look for the past 20
Oh yeah,
something
I don't
years.
want to think, man. Come on. I don't have to think about that. First of all, I got too old for very long hair because I looked ridiculous. My forehead turned into a 5 head, and I don't grow out as much as I used to. So although I do now have more of a full beard, they had me do like a little Fu Manchu thing, which I don't do anymore. But now I just started growing a beard. I just because I didn't feel like shaving every day is really what it boils down to. My life, and it's funny because I talked about that on the show. I generally like easy. I don't want to overthink about getting dressed and looking right. And I don't even, sometimes I'll leave the house without even looking in the fucking mirror, which is not good. I realize it's not good, right? But like last night at this fancy pants thing, I wore a sports jacket and I actually tried on 2 outfits before I went out, which I never fucking do. And so that's a lot for me. But in general, I don't wear suits. I don't wear constricting clothing. I just want to be comfortable. And it is who I am. I will make an effort. Once a month, I do what I jokingly refer to as Ralph's Day of Beauty, right? And I do a manicure, a pedicure, a haircut, a facial. Like I do it all in one day, once a month. And that I think is a good way of maintaining at least some semblance of not being an animal, Right. And I will buy new clothes. I've upgraded. Like if I had the same underwear for 20 years, I threw it out. I will upgrade my sweatpants or upgrade my t-shirts. I try to look at least refreshed, but I want to be comfortable. And I use Kizik shoes. Do you know Kizik? So that's a free plug for them. So you don't have to bend over. You just step into the shoes. They're so fucking comfortable. Oh my God, I love them. And they make 15s. They make a size 15, which nobody does. So for that reason, I have like 4 pairs of them, and I live in my Kiziks. It's just so comfortable.
I would like a pair of those.
It's great. Everyone's copying them now. Like Skechers now has it, and another company does it. But they were the first step-in shoe that I saw, at least that I knew of. And they're stylish, where people will comment all the time on my shoe, and I will give them a on-the-street demonstration of how easy it is to step in and step out of it. It's great.
So speaking of the beard looks fucking fantastic on you.
Oh,
man.
thank you.
Definitely keep the beard.
Makes you look tough. I need all the help I can get.
So you're on this amazing health and wellness journey. Your show, Good Sugar Podcast, is doing fantastic. But more importantly, let's talk about this new restaurant that's opened up.
Yeah, it just opened on 3rd and 69th. It is a grab and go with some seating. There's weird laws in New York, like if you have more than, I think it's 15 seats, you need to have a public bathroom. So it has less than that. And that's just the way it is. I don't know about other states, but that's New York City. So it's grab and go or eat quick and get the fuck out, but it's the concept behind it is not, it's all vegan. I'm not vegan. I just think we all should eat more vegetables. Can't argue that one. You can argue, which is fascinating, and not to belabor the point. They don't know if vegan diets are better than vegetarian or better than carnivore. And the reason is, when you think about this logically, it makes sense. If you're making a drastic change to your diet, let's say you go all vegan, right? You're generally doing that to try and get on a better health path, right? That's why you're doing it. I want to be healthy. Sure, there are some that are doing it ethically, but most people, if you're doing a drastic switch, it's because of health, right? And so that's usually coupled with, oh, I'm also going to go to the gym, or I'm also going to try and walk more, or whatever. So there's never been a study where they take 500 people and they all just have them all work out more and not change their diet, because nobody's going to benefit from that financially. Every study is backed by the avocado growers of America or the meat companies or whatever. There's no one to just say, well, what diet works the best? They've never really done that study, to my knowledge. So I just think you can't argue that we should all eat more vegetables. That's what I think. And not fried vegetables and not battered and garbaged and sugar sauce. Just eat more vegetables. So it's a vegan store. All the food is vegan. There's juices, there's soups, there's everything else vegan. But more importantly, it does have a socially conscious, socially conscious carbon footprint. Mm-hmm. So there's no single-use plastics. We have glass bottles. If you bring them back, you get a discount, that kind of stuff. So it's just little changes in all of our lives make a big difference globally. If I turn off my water when I'm brushing my teeth, it may not seem like a lot, but if enough people do that, it does make a difference. So to me, the little changes are fine. Just make those stupid little changes. So eat more vegetables and be a little socially conscious. That's all. There's a fly in your room. It's wild to see.
Yeah.
In front of the camera. It's bugging the hell out of me.
That's funny.
So is there any ideas on expansion? Is this going?
Yeah, we've already been looking at a second location. I do think, I'm a small partner. I don't have a lion's share of it, but I do think that we are guilty of this in time at Glass Digital too. Over expansion or too rapid expansion usually leads to demise. So right. I'd rather take the time, figure out which items are selling the best, figuring out how to keep the food costs down, and then open the second location, even though the partners that B seem to want to open up multiple locations right away. I'd rather, see what happens and tweak it before we go. But they did already pick out the second location, which is going to be closer to me, because right now that one's on 3rd and 69th, which is a good hefty trip for me on the Lower East Side.
Now, how involved are you? Are you making some of the food?
I'm involved in that. I go there about once a week. I'm on a lot of the emails. In the beginning, I was involved a little more with the branding and the look and the look and vibe, but it's minimal. I'm glad it's minimal. These comics I know, I don't want to drop names, but they just recently asked me to open up a comedy club with them. And it's all big name comics. And I'm like, well, that sounds exciting. But my response was, well, how involved do you want me to be? Because if I have to do work, I don't think I'm interested. If you're looking for me to be one of the partners where I put up some money, you put up some money, and we all move forward, that interests me. And I'll give advice and give input, but I just don't want to be in there day in and day out. Just like with Skankfest, which is a big concert we put on every year. The powers that run that, which is Lewis and his other company with Rebecca and Christine, it's called Depraved Laughter. They asked me to be a partner when that first started. And I was like, well, I know the amount of work is involved in running a concert and a festival. I don't want to do that. Gas Digital can sponsor it and be involved in that way, but I don't want to be involved. And then recently, because it has gotten so big, Lewis said, look how much money we're making and look how good it's doing. Are you not a little sad that you weren't a partner? I said, not at all. I know exactly what you guys make, and I'm glad even though it's a nice amount of money, I would rather my peace of mind.
Right. So one other question for you is the website. How's the new website working? And
well, it's funny again, not to keep bringing up Lewis, but Bob, he is brilliant in what he does. right? There's no better podcaster. There's no better marketer. He's fucking great. Just great. Amazing. We work well together. But he's also the number one source of, I don't know if you know this word, agita in my life. Do you know the word?
I don't, but
It's just like stress and annoyance and like any sort of 90% of my gas digital grief could usually be traced back to Lewis, right? So we just launched a new app for the Android and the iPhone, right? But I know it's not ready, but I wanted it in the store because, at least from my experience, and others may disagree, when you're in the sandbox of the iPhone beta area or the Android beta area, it just behaves a little differently than when you're actually in the store and having that straight up user experience. So my plan was put the apps out, don't tell anybody. Let's start getting our staff to use it and see how it works and figure out the problems, fix those major issues that I know are going to be there when 50 people are using it instead of 2, and then make those changes, then announce it to the world. That was my plan. But unfortunately, Lewis found out that it was in the store and he put it in this fucking Instagram. And now I'm getting all these hate from assholes that don't realize that I know it's not ready for prime time yet. So it's just fucking been stressful. But I would say we are 4 weeks away when we're taping this. I don't want to pull the curtain back on when we're taping this, but we're about mid of June, as you said earlier. I would say by the end of July, so 6 weeks, the website will be out of beta completely. The apps will be in round 3 of their development. And the first OTT, which if you don't know what that is, it's over the top, which is like the slings of the sling boxes of the world, or the Apple TVs of the world, the Rokus of the world. The first one of those will be out too. So that'll be there. And then by October, my list of changes and improvements, not just giving you the user experience you've already had, all the ideas that have been sitting in my brain to do that would make the site more user friendly. For instance, I want to give points for the more you use the website, the more you share clips, the more you interact in the chat room, you build up points, and those points can be used for custom emojis, discount on tickets, discount on merch, and you could use them almost as a gas currency from within the ecosystem of Gas Digital. Gift a membership to a friend, things like that. I think will make the site far more community driven. But that's going to be once I know everything else is working, and that's just one of like 50 ideas that we have sitting that I know would be great, and just to improve the overall experience for the user.
I know when the OTT comes out, I didn't know that was the term for that. I mean, so my biggest thing is like all of the podcasts that I listen to are through Apple, and I just haven't had a need to do any other, website or anything. But you guys have such a large video element to your shows, and several times I'm like, man, I should just go ahead and get the subscription. But then you put it up on YouTube. So I'm like, well, I could just watch it on YouTube.
Yeah,
but
no, believe me. So, it's our business model is, there's a large part that do subscribe, but it is the bulk of our money comes from advertising. So the subscription is like, thank God, if we were to lose every advertiser tomorrow, we can still pay the bills, which is great through the subscribers. But I would like it to be more subscribers and less in advertising. But right now it's more in advertising, less in subscribers.
Right. And for the listeners that don't know, Gas Digital Network has some really incredible shows. The SDR Show is one of my weekly listens, and then Legion of Skanks is another one.
Skanks is a big one. Michael Bisping Show, Real Ass Podcast. Shannon, my producer, has The Thing Is podcast. We have a lot of different areas that all feel like they're still in the same family. It's all slightly off-centered topics. So like the way I described it, we have a political talk show. It's not Republican or Democrat, it's libertarian.
Right.
We have a sports show. It's not basketball or baseball, it's MMA and wrestling. So everything is, and my show, which you'd say is somewhat music-based, the most popular music today obviously is rap or pop, but it's more rock-based. So everything's a slightly off-center on mainstream topics, if that makes any sense.
All right. Well, that is the questions of the interview. We have this incredible game that we're going to play. I did want to bring up, last time on the show, you told us to watch Heart perform Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah.
We got off the show, went and watched it. Fucking incredible performance.
Right. You see, I think it's Robert Plant like almost tearing up in that,
Yes,
right?
yes,
It's pretty
yeah.
wild.
And so I want to return that favor and tell you there's this incredible band out of New Jersey called Pollyanna. If you
I know
get a
them.
chance, oh, you do know them.
I do. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind then.
Yeah. I'm from New York. You know, they're so I do know them. Yeah.
Yeah, we had them on the show, and they're just amazing. And
They're a cool band.
they
Yeah,
really
they're a
are,
cool
man.
band.
They really
Yeah,
are.
it's my former intern turned radio guy, Scott Evil, is the one who told me about them. They're a pretty cool band. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll recommend this if you haven't seen it, not music based. For God's sakes, watch Jury Duty. God
Oh,
damn
I-
it, that was a good show.
I want to watch it. It looks so funny.
Oh, I loved it so much.
All right. So, are we ready to play this game?
Yes.
So it is just
Oh,
you
buddy.
versus me. My wife Lindsay here did all of the questions today. She is going to be our Vanna White, and
Okay.
Taylor is going to be the game show host today.
Well, you know, Pat Sajak is leaving, so you better get in now
Yes.
while you can.
There you go.
That's
better.
nice.
Oh,
This is the audition right here.
That was pretty good.
yikes.
That's a very convincing mustache.
Thank you. I had a better one, but Amazon canceled it. So
Okay.
Taylor
It looks more carnival guy than it does, you know.
Yes.
She looks like the Pringles guy.
yeah.
Does it
It's
look like
it's like you're about to introduce some elephants or something.
Yeah. Does it look like I got it from Party City?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit,
Yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense. That's where I got it from. So all right.
Oh. So, Ralph, I did email you over a photo, just for reference because I know it's hard
Oh.
to see these.
Let me see if I can open that. Hold on a second. I am such a horrible person that I may have lost that. Just give me a second here. Did I see that? I
Just
don't think I
realized-
have it.
That's all right. I will shoot it over to you real quick.
Yeah.
I wrote my questions on the wrong side of the index card.
Well, I don't think it's going to affect you too much.
It's not, but now I look like a silly goose in a mustache.
So you're thinking that the index cards is why you look like a silly goose and not the nonsensical mustache.
Yeah. So natural.
Yeah, it makes it worse.
I want to make sure we're on the same page. That's all.
So funny.
I didn't get it yet, but let me refresh here. Hold on. I have to do. Still nothing.
You just need to do that the whole time.
I gotta position it so that I can speak.
Oh, there we go. Hold on. Okay. So these are,
Yeah, so
So-
that's just the categories.
I see
Just-
yes. Oh, I have the same thing a few times. It's the same. All right, there we go. Hold on. It starts with bowling for soup, right? Is that right?
Oh, no, there should be an attachment. It was
Oh.
a picture.
I don't see attachment. Why did it not come through?
That's weird.
Are you trying to send me a virus in my machine? Oh, there we go. There we go. Hold on. I'm gonna have to look I'm gonna have to look this way to make that work right. So it's categories, right?
Yes.
This, 1, 2, 3, 4 categories.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay, hold on a second. All right, I got it.
All right. Perfect. So, without further ado, this is the What Is That Music Show. Taylor, take it away.
All right, welcome back to everybody's favorite music show, top music show in the United States right now. We we have our two contestants, Harley Cornell and Ralph Sutton. How are you guys doing today?
I'm feeling not as confident as I did last time.
Not as
but-
confident.
Happy to be here, Taylor.
Oh, I like
Happy
the
to be
new
here.
look of the mustache. Now it's more how should I say, hipster douchebag than
Yeah.
She only drinks IPAs.
Yeah,
All right, so I got a question before we get started. We're going to start with Ralph.
Mhm.
Now, Ralph, it says here that you can crap standing up. Do you care to elaborate?
Oh, that was on a show recently. I forgot what show that was, and I talked about it because I did shit my pants walking home one day. So technically, I was crapping standing up. That's all. I thought I would make it home, and this is unfortunately not that long ago. It would be better if I was 6 at the time, but I was probably 50 when it happened. And my favorite part of that story is me mumbling to myself a block away from my house, "Oh, I guess this is happening." And And then I did shit myself and walked home, then jumped in the shower and stayed in the shower with all my clothes on for about 20 minutes. And then I did save my shorts. Why? Because they had elastic around the bottoms, which went right over my knees. And it was the only reason I wasn't walking down the street with shit coming out of my pants. So I felt like I should honor those shorts and
Yes.
keep them.
You should frame them.
Yes. Well, and I still wear them. Every time I wear them, I'm like, well, I know I'm safe if I shit myself. So that's good.
All right. Well, you go ahead and pick a category and we'll get it started.
Well, I have a feeling that SDR facts you're probably going to beat me on because my memory of my own show is goddamn awful. In fact, I was on a Shiprocked a few years ago with Big J, and the singer of Armored Saint, which is an old 80s rock band, metal band, comes by and goes, hey, what's up, guys? Hey, Ralph. Hey, Jay, how you doing? And he walked away. And I say to Jay, well, that's cool that the singer of Armored Saint knows the show. And Jay goes, what are you talking about? He was on the show 2 months ago. I'm like, no, he wasn't. And he goes, yeah, he was. And so I didn't unfair, not going to stick with that. I'm going to do pop through the decades.
10, 20, 30, 40.
Oh, you didn't tell me that price. I didn't know how to do it. How much? It's 10, 20, 30, or 40? Let's start with 40. Let me go in strong.
And before she reads that, just to elaborate, SDR facts is not about your show. It is music facts revolving around sex, drugs, or rock and roll.
Oh, I like that better. Okay, good. Much better.
What musician is the lead singer of both Blur and Gorillaz? Two
Oh,
popular
fuck yeah.
British bands.
I know that guy. God damn it. God damn it. Is it Damon something? God damn it. Do I get half points if I say Damon something and I'm
I'm gonna
right?
give you the whole thing because I don't know his name. Damon Albarn.
Okay. Is it Olbarn? God, I would have never got that. I knew it was Damon something. But I never, by the way, the funny thing is I never knew it was the same guy until way fucking later when someone pointed it out to me. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. But what an idiot. I've been trying to get that guy on SDR for a long time. But yeah, that's cool. Damon what? Albarn?
Albarn.
Okay.
Right.
I'll remember that now. Like he works at all the barns.
I did
remember
not.
that.
I did not know that.
Damon
That's
something.
funny.
Yeah, someone just, I mean, I would say it was within the last 3 years I learned that fact, which is way later than most people, I think.
You didn't know that?
'Cause
I did not.
I love Blur, and I also just had the guitarist of Blur
Mhm.
on SDR not that long ago.
Yeah, what an incredible interview that was. He's
He's a good dude.
He's fascinating. Yeah.
A fascinating guy. Like I kept saying to him, every time I look more into you, I say, Jesus Christ, what? Like he was a pilot. He was this. He was that. It was fucking wild.
Yeah.
That guy.
God.
Yeah,
He
he was
ran-
he's a politician.
He's a politician. He was in parliament. He just
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, he was a computer game animator. It was
Mhm.
nuts. And
Yeah,
I
he's-
thought, by the
He
way,
was a lawyer too, I
he's a
think.
lawyer too. This happens a lot when I search bands. You get false positives. So you look up somebody and you're like, oh, that's not him. But I was like, all right, well, that's not him. And I'm like, oh no, wait, that's all him.
They're all
It's
him.
fucking all him.
Is he like 100? Like, how do you have time to do all
Yeah,
of these
it's wild. He's just an interesting dude. I give him credit,
Yeah.
man. It's fucking interesting dude.
Insane. That's so cool.
All right, back to you.
Do I get to go again?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, so now because it's SDR facts, I'll do SDR facts for 20.
Not feeling that strong.
No, but I still, I think I got lucky. You shouldn't have given me points for Damon. I'll be honest. It wasn't the right answer. It was half answer, but I'll take it.
This duo was stripped of awards after they were discovered to
Milli
have been
Vanilli.
lip-syncing. Yep.
Come on now. All right, I'll do 10 in that category. Maybe I'll in SDR, maybe I'll sweep the whole fucking thing.
This soul funk musician that began in the mid 60s through the 90s went on a cocaine fueled kidnappings with his girlfriend. Who was that?
I want to say it's Rick James, but it's probably not.
It is Rick James, bitch.
Oh shit. Okay.
What? I didn't know
With
that.
his girlfriend.
Yeah, I knew he did some crazy shit. I just
He
didn't
was
know for
born-
sure. All right, let's go to 30. Let's see if I can fucking take this whole category.
This one's obvious. I should have put it at 10. This artist was accused of leading an abusive sex cult, and a video surfaced of this artist doing obscene things with an underage girl.
Well, that doesn't narrow it down. I mean, I can think of 3 right now. The Marilyn Manson, it's Rammstein has just happened with. There's a few that it's so I don't know. There's several. Right now, there's a big thing with Rammstein. There's video of it. I don't know who you think it is, but
Well, it's not him, I'll tell you that.
Who?
I said it's not Rammstein or whoever you
Okay,
said.
that's not fair then. I have too many of them. So I don't know who else. Give me a hint because it could be 10 other people.
Rap.
Oh, R. Kelly? No,
Yeah.
it's not rap, but that's not fair.
R&B.
R&B.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's too many. There's too many.
I
these
didn't
days,
know that
unfortunately.
about Rammstein.
Yeah, it's going to
That's
be a big story
crazy.
soon, by the way. So just be ready for it. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Sorry.
sad.
Let me clean out that category.
Before the days of Twitter and Instagram, this pop star still wanted to release her X-rated coffee table book called Sex,
Madonna.
including nudity, bondage, threesomes, and famous faces like Naomi Campbell and Vanilla Ice. It is Madonna.
Madonna.
Damn.
Thank you. Are you
Ooh,
getting? I'm going to throw the next one to give you a shot. It's not fair. All right. Let's do pop through the decades for 10.
What artist with nicknames including His Royal Badness and the High Priest of Pop passed away in 2016?
I'm going to say, going to get it wrong on purpose. David Lee Roth. Boom.
Incorrect.
Oh,
Read it
shit.
one more time.
Oh, Harley, you have to let me do your introduction first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
Host Taylor.
Yes.
Taylor Harvey.
All right, Taylor Hart. That's funny. All right, Harley, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing okay. So I hear that when you pee, you actually aim for your head, and I want to know how that came about.
So do I.
So as a child, it
What
was,
age?
I would say
26.
last week. I don't know, like 8, 9. I had a hard time getting my pants unbuttoned, and it was just easier to try and pull my wiener out over top instead of unbuttoning them. And instead of peeing this way, it just went straight up into my hair. So
That was an episode
there
of
you
Curb Your
go.
Enthusiasm, by the way. Where they talked about that, where they would take the penis out without unbuttoning the pants.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So there you
Do you
go.
still do it now? Is that what you try to do? Is always try to get into your beard or something?
Yeah. I'm always in the bathroom for a really long time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put a target on my forehead.
That's smart. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Oh my god. What artist with nicknames including His Royal Badness and the High Priest of Pop passed away in 2016?
2016. Oh, Prince?
Mm-hmm.
It would have been so funny if you got that wrong.
Yeah, I would have been.
I would
I've never
so
said.
mad.
Taylor, do you have another question you'd like to ask?
To ask you?
Or Ralph?
Well, I'll get to Ralph's when it's Ralph's turn.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
we
right.
both know
Just so
Harley's
you
going to
roll.
get one wrong pretty quickly. Let's be honest.
Yes.
So, according to our sources, you have your own version of "Thinking Out Loud" by Ed Sheeran.
Yeah. So I do enjoy taking songs and replacing the words in them to make them much more bearable, especially in the pop genre. So that is one of the ones that I changed the words to.
Now, can you give the example? Can you elaborate of what the words are?
Is it farting out loud?
It is not. It is take
Under
me into your 11 arms,
Yes.
kissing under the light of
Under
1,000 cars.
Mm-hmm.
Place your hand on my beating parts.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
I feel like there's one other part.
Yeah.
There is one other part.
Do
I
you
can't
know
remember what it is now.
Oh.
You sound
I'm
like
trying
you're a real romantic, Harley. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Romantic.
I will finish the lyric for 40.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm going big.
I don't. Okay. And I'm not going to sing it in that style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aw.
So many times it happens too fast. You change your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight blank, 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 blank.
That's a lot of blanks.
Yep. That's why it's for 40 points.
I mean, I knew it right away.
I know the song.
Uh-huh.
Even in your matter-of-fact tone of speaking, which makes it harder, which is good.
It's too bad you change your passion for glory.
Uh-huh.
The fight.
You must fight.
The will to survive.
Nope.
Shit.
It's for the will to survive.
No.
What is it?
Just to keep them alive.
Oh.
Nobody gets the
Wow.
40 points.
Just to keep. Oh, I probably should have said it again. Yeah, because that one of them is for the will to survive. Another one
Yeah.
is just to keep them alive. All right. All
It'd be
right.
too easy if I got the other one.
Okay. Fair enough.
All
That's
right.
funny.
To me,
That's Harley. It's still you, buddy.
let's do name 3 songs for 20. I'm usually pretty good at these ones.
Name 3 Alice Cooper songs.
I lied.
I lied.
School's Out.
Yep.
Frankenstein.
Yep.
But
But what's the whole title of that song?
Feed My Frankenstein.
There you go.
You're not allowed to give a little encouragement. You should have got it wrong.
Then I have to.
Shit.
There's like 2 other
Is there a
big ones
timer
that I-
on this? For God's sakes, come on now.
Yeah, I know. I gotta bail on it. I don't know the third. I keep Rob
Ooh.
Zombie and Alice Cooper are in tour right now together,
Mm-hmm.
and I keep thinking of Rob Zombie songs in my head.
Yep.
I'm 18. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
No more.
Poison. Come on now.
Yep.
Come on.
Hey,
20
stupid.
points to Ralph.
All right, so that brings us to Ralph. Ralph, I got some questions for you.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Is it mean
you
if they
sound-
say, hey, stupid is about Harley, apparently? Wow. Bam.
That was
Woo.
a great burn.
Taylor doesn't take them well.
It says here that you are infatuated with Brent Smith from Shinedown.
Oh, my Lord. He's on my top 3 guys I would have sex with if I could. He did SDR recently and performed live in the studio. What was crazy was that I was told by his publicist, he's not going to sing in the studio. So don't even ask. And in years of doing radio, I would hear that all the time. But my philosophy is always, if you put a guitar in the room and put it near them, chances are they're going to pick it up and noodle. And that's just what people do. But day of, I said to myself, I've actually never seen him play guitar. I've only heard him sing. Maybe he can't play guitar. And I looked and found out, oh, no, he can't play guitar, right? So he's coming in by himself. So I called my co-host who sometimes fills in for Big J named James Mattern and said, dude, learn the Leonard Skinner song just so that we have you on, because he can play guitar. So you have you on the fly if we need it. So he started learning the guitar, learning that song. I watched he was on the show 2 years ago, Brent, and it was through Zoom. And he said on the Zoom at the end of the call, I'm going to come into New York in about a year or so. I'll come in the studio and perform live. And I said, well, I know you're a man of your word and you're not just saying that. And he said, absolutely. So I had Shannon take out that clip. And in the studio, I said, oh, by the way, I wanted to show you a quick video. And I play that video. And he says, oh, but we don't have a guitar. And I go, boink. And I point to the guitar. And he goes, well, I don't play guitar. And I went, boink, and point to James Mattern. And he goes, all right, fine, let's fucking do it. And then they sang Simple Man, and it was fucking awesome. And then I shamed him and Shinedown into following me on Instagram, and now they both do.
Nice.
Nice.
So the next time you need a guitar player, just so you know, I'm a few states away. Happy to come up.
But also, by the way, it was literally with 2 hours notice when I realized,
Wow.
oh, he probably can't play guitar.
Oh,
So he wouldn't
wow.
have made it in time. But
No.
next time I'll let you know if we have a couple days notice.
That'd be cool.
Oh, it's my turn. Right. So let's see here. I cleared out SDR facts. Do we know the points right now? How badly am I killing him?
You are at 160 and he is at 10.
Hilarious. Okay. So let's do, just because I think it's a harder category, I'll be honest, let's do finish the lyrics for 30.
Ooh. Any other day, I would call and you would say, baby, how's your day? But today it blank, blank, blank.
Say it again.
Any other day, I would call and you would say, baby, how's your day? But today it blank, blank, blank.
I don't know it.
This is the one that I know.
I know.
No shit. Really? That means it's got to be like a
Stop
pop
playing.
song.
It is.
I also don't, I'm not thinking of pop songs. Let me think about it now. Say it one more time.
Any other day, I would call and you would say, Baby, how's your day? But today it blank, blank, blank.
Yeah, I don't know it. I thought I might.
I know this song
You will.
because it's on your phone.
Yep.
Son of a
Yes.
bitch.
Still think there should be a time limit.
Yeah, I don't know this. I don't know
All
it.
right, Taylor.
Can Taylor steal? But today it ain't the same. Destiny's Child.
Say my
Oh
name.
God, I'd never get that in a million fucking years.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
Let's do finish the lyrics for 10. Maybe I feel better about that.
Don't you ever fear, I'm always near. I know that you need help. Your tongue is twisted, your eyes are slit. You need a blank.
That fucking say it one more time.
Don't you ever fear, I'm always near. I know that you need help. Your tongue is twisted,
Twisted,
your eyes are slit.
You need a guardian.
Very
It's
good.
Weezer.
It is Weezer. It is
Buddy
Buddy
Holly. It looks just like Buddy Holly.
one of your favorite bands I remember from last time.
I just know that song. I probably couldn't name another one. All right, next. I'll clear out that category with 20.
Does it count as you clearing it out if you've gotten some wrong?
How about this? I'll clean out
I'm
the
just
category. Yeah,
asking.
you're right.
The worst.
No, one is a
TV
sweep of the category. One's a sweep. That's a cleaning out. There's a
All
sweep.
right, okay.
Oh, that was funny. You always knew to wear it well, and you look so fancy, I can tell. And I
Oh, I know
don't
this
mind
song.
you blank blank and talking in your sleep.
I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. Say it again.
You always knew to wear it well, and you look so fancy, I can tell.
Oh.
And I don't mind you blank blank and talking in your sleep.
I don't know it. It's not coming to me.
You look so
Shitting the bed, maybe?
Yeah.
Is that it? Shitting the bed?
No.
Got to give him 10 seconds. Stop.
Yeah, I don't know it.
Hanging out.
Hanging out and
Is
talking
it-
in your sleep. It's the Cars.
Yeah.
Oh, it's I
That's
thinking
it.
the wrong
It is
song. That's why.
Yep. So was I.
Fuck me. All right. So now let's do name 3 songs. What is that last one? 40? 30?
10, 30, and
bottom?
40.
Let's do 40.
Name 3 songs by Alanis Morissette.
Oh, that's easy. Let's do It's Like Rain. Ironic is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's what's the other one? Come on now. The one that was the big one. You Ought to Know.
Mm-hmm.
And then
You
One
Oughta
Hand
Know.
in My Pocket.
Yep. Very good.
I used to say that. I used to change the lyrics. I have one hand in my pocket and the other one's jerking off a street bum. That was the way I changed the lyrics.
Oh, that's funny. All right, so point check-in. Ralph is at 210 and Harley is at 10.
So what
Wait
you're
a
saying
minute.
is there's
So-
a chance.
I'm
There's
looking
a
here.
chance.
The 60, 70, 80, 90. Mathematically, he can't win.
No.
No.
So I'm going to throw the next one so he gets close. Go ahead. What's the next one? Let's do name 3 songs 10.
Name 3 songs by Madonna.
Don't know them.
You might as well
I'm
just
out.
take them.
Yeah.
You don't
I don't know
know
it.
Oh.
I know Like a Virgin. Vogue or in
Yeah,
Vogue.
Vogue, yeah.
Vogue.
Vogue is right.
Not In Vogue.
In Vogue's a group.
In Vogue's group.
Oh yeah. I'm getting her confused with Cyndi Lauper.
I'm gonna give you a hint.
Don't give hints. This is embarrassing.
I don't know.
One
a
had
third
a video had a very famous wrestler in it.
famous wrestler in it. Nope. No.
All right.
Ah,
Papa Don't Preach. How about that? Come on
Yeah.
now.
I-
Papa Don't Preach.
the Kelly,
I'm
Oh.
in
Kelly
trouble
Osbourne
deep.
did a cover.
Yeah.
All right,
so neither one of
Harley.
us-
Well, since we know that Madonna is not your role model, you know who I hear is your role model?
Who?
Beyonce.
I
you
fucking hate Beyonce.
Want to talk about how much you absolutely love Beyonce?
Why do you hate her so much?
She's the most overrated performer that I
I've
can
never
think
seen her
of.
perform, so I can't answer that. I never. For me, it's funny. I don't even think about her positively or negatively.
For me, so my issue is not really with her. It's with her fans.
Oh, what do they call
Beyonce
them again?
fans.
There's a name for them, right?
Yeah, isn't it? There's a name
The
for them.
bees.
The bees.
Bees. Ugh.
Yeah.
So she's
they're-
Queen Bee.
Ugh.
they're not a desirable bunch to talk to.
That's weird. I don't have any feelings about it at all. Let's see what we got there. 30 in name 3 artists.
3 songs.
All right. I'll do it. Let's do it. Name 3 songs rather.
Name 3 songs by Pantera.
I don't know any.
Straight up. How
God
many?
damn it. Walk. Cowboys from Hell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You get so close.
I know. I get so nervous.
It's a game that we made up.
I know.
Oh my God.
I'm out, man. I'm
Really?
out.
I mean, my favorite song of them is This Love. Cemetery Gates. I'm Broken.
Yeah.
Cemetery Gates. Yeah, I do like Cemetery
It's
Gates.
30 points.
Yikes, buddy.
I don't get those points. He got 2 of them. Don't give me those points.
Okay.
This
All right.
this is one of the funniest outcomes that you could have.
30,
Though.
I'll give you 10 points.
How many points does he have right now?
20.
How many do I have?
210.
How about this? Pop through the decades. Let's make one of them the 21. Let's make that for what do I have again? 210. He has what?
20.
20.
All right. So let's make this for 200 points. Give it to him, and then it all comes down to the last question. If
That's
he gets
fair.
it right.
That's fair.
No, it's not really fair. He's just giving you points.
Yeah. Well, if he gets this
It's
right,
not.
this is 200-point question. Go for it.
Yeah.
But the final question is also you bet how many you're going to.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. He couldn't
Okay.
possibly win.
If you get this wrong, I'm going to be so mad.
Oh, I don't like this pressure. Go
All
ahead.
right. Which American singer-songwriters' albums, The Spirit Room and Hotel Paper, were in heavy rotation in the early 2000s with hits like Everywhere, Are You Happy Now, and Breathe?
Shell Branch?
Oh my God.
Oh, it's anybody's
It's a miracle.
game.
Funny, I just called her Melissa Branch the other day for some reason.
Oh.
So now he's got me by 10 points.
Yeah.
So it's his board now.
I'm gonna take the final question of Pop Through the Decades for 30.
This is a funny question. According to Andre 3000 in the Outkast song, Hey Ya, what's cooler than being cool?
Oh, this is so easy. Ice cold.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That's
So
fine.
now you have, my math is right, about 30 points more than me.
40.
40.
40. Okay. So now the last question comes down to this, right?
This is it.
And it's a Final Jeopardy style, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
All right, Ralph, since currently you're runner up, we hear that you are now in shape.
Yes.
And you're a bit of a runner yourself.
Yes.
How's
Yes,
that
sir.
going?
Yes, sir.
Thank
With
you.
the mustache. It's wild. So I started at 50 to run, 50 years old, couldn't run a block. And now it took me 2 years to be able to run a half marathon, which is about 13.1 miles. I did my first one in March of last year, so a little over a year ago. And then I did another one in like May, which was that first one was in Miami, second one was in Brooklyn, third one was in Rockaway, which was in Queens. And as a running the last one, I said that third one, which was in like May or June of last year, I said, wouldn't it be fun if I started planning trips with half marathons? So I started looking on where to go that I could run a half marathon. So then my next one was in Iceland, and I ran a half marathon in Iceland. Then I did Barcelona, Spain, and ran a half marathon there. And I just came back from Ireland less than a month ago and ran a half marathon there. And I have one booked for September. My producer, Shannon, had always wanted to go to Hawaii. So I made her a deal. If you can run 8 miles by the end of July, so she has a month and a half now. I think she just finished. She never run at all either, but she's also 20 years younger than me or something like that, 15 years younger than me. I think she's 40, right? So 13 years younger than me. She just finished 3 miles. So she has a month and a half to get to 8, and then I will pay for her trip to come with me. And so I already
that's nice.
reserved her room and took her, paid the $50 for her to be in the race. So I haven't bought the flights yet, because who buys flights 5 months in advance? But if she does get it, then she's getting a free trip to Hawaii with me. If she doesn't get it, she gets shit.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All
All right.
right.
So Now, do I tell you how much I'm wagering?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I'm wagering it all.
Okay, so subject of this is classic rock.
Okay, I love it.
You're wagering all.
Well, just because if he's right and I'm right and we both wager it all, he's still gonna win, right? So just for hilariousness, I'm gonna bet 1. Because if I'm right, I still win by a considerable margin.
All right. Any more questions, Taylor?
No, I do not have any more questions. The host is out now.
Who financed Van Halen's first demo?
I know it.
I do not. I have no fucking idea.
Gene Simmons a Kiss. That's a very famous story.
Really? What?
Yeah.
I don't know the story.
Yeah.
Huh. Crazy.
So Ralph wins.
Ralph, by the
Woo!
way, really fucking wins.
Oh my
because I
God.
gave him
I mean, next level. You wiped the fucking
Yeah.
floor.
209
I'm
points.
so dumb, man.
I mean, it's embarrassing. I wonder how much I really would have won by because I would have bet it all. Right.
Yeah.
And I probably would have gotten at least 2 other of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
you gave me a lot of leeway, man. So
yeah.
I did tell her to make it pretty difficult. I was like,
Yeah.
I want this to be pretty
Yeah.
difficult.
In Harley's defense, it was hard.
Yeah, but I don't think he got any points last time.
I did.
Oh, really?
No.
I don't remember.
Last time
Yeah.
I got a 0. It was actually a you and Taylor situation.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
Taylor also got 0, but Taylor knows she's bad at this game.
Oh, okay.
So,
So
Oh man.
that's pretty bad, by the way. I think the math is that I probably would have had about 600 points and you would have had nothing.
Nothing.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, he would have had 10.
No, because he bet
No,
it all
Oh,
on the
because he
last
bet it
round.
all. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Ooh.
Yikes.
So that means
Sorry.
that Ralph Sutton is the undisputed music trivia champion.
Yikes. That's
We
all I'm
will be
gonna say.
sending you out a trophy.
You should. You should.
I'm going to.
By the way, I don't know, where are they? Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. You could edit this out. Hold on.
Oh, Taylor, that looks so painful.
These
Only
are all
half
my
of it's
run
coming up.
trophies.
Oh, that's
Wow.
awesome.
Yeah, those are all my run trophies. When you finish the
Damn.
race, you get a.
That's exciting. And you
What's funny
definitely
is,
finished this race.
Say again? Yeah.
I said you definitely finished this race.
Yeah, I have 1 trophy, which is funny for coming in second in my age group, which is cool.
Mhm.
You know, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
The one in Ireland that I just did was wild because I was unaware that it really wasn't a run. It was a fucking hike up and down a mountain a couple times. Like it was
Oh,
really
no.
rough. 1,500 people started, only 1,000 finished because I think most people were like me were unaware of it. Right. And I ran really slow because I thought I was going to die. Like it was uncomfortable how deep
Yeah.
and steep and loose rocks. I heard someone broke an ankle. Crazy.
Oh my God.
But
Oh my gosh.
the wild thing was, as slow as I went, no one ever passed me in my race. And I came in 200th. 200th out of 1,500 is wild
That's
considering how
crazy.
bad I ran. And it's because I think most people are like, oh no, this like you should have had hiking boots. And it wasn't a race. It should have been a casual stroll.
Right.
But I'm glad I did it, but I would never do that one again. That one was rough. But Ireland was amazing. If you've never been to Ireland, I recommend to everybody go fucking check out Ireland. It was gorgeous. The people are
love
It's
it.
on
nice.
our bucket list.
We
Incredible.
have a friend in Ireland.
We do.
Oh, really?
Oh,
What
we
part?
do.
I don't know.
Glasgow.
That's Scotland.
Oh, it is. Yeah, he's in
I guess
Scotland.
geography he's
Oh.
not too strong on either. Jesus Christ.
Yikes.
I mean,
You know, it's
Taylor
funny
used
though.
to pronounce it geography, so
I did.
don't think either one of them were too good.
I had the Cranberries drummer on not that long ago. We didn't air it yet, but I told them where I was going in Ireland. And they're like, oh my God, you got to go here and eat this. And I went and did it, and they were fucking delicious. It was mussels at Monk's, and it was unbelievable. I was so glad I was able to do that. Although it's funny, as much as it sounded like he was giving me a great recommendation, the town was so small, there was only 3 restaurants. So it wasn't like he was giving me some great secret. You know, if I was there for 3 nights by sheer process of elimination, I would have been there anyway.
Yeah, right. Oh man. Well, so I just want to tell you, Ralph, like you have no idea what an inspiration you've been for me for this show.
Oh, it makes me
couldn't
happy.
have-
Thank you so much, man. It's so nice of you to say.
Yeah, I couldn't have done this without having you on the first time. I mean, when you came on the first time, you know, I was struggling with a lot of it and unsure if we were going to be able to keep going, and took everything you said to heart. We've had some really incredible guests on
I
because
saw that. You had some cool fucking guests. Yeah, by the way, a guest that I've wanted to get and he fucking bailed on us. The Gin Blossoms guy was supposed to be on and he didn't come on.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, motherfucker. Right? Good luck on him coming on now, right? That son of a bitch.
He was pretty cool too.
Yeah, man, he was so
You
smart.
tell him I said go fuck yourself if you want to.
But seriously, man, like everything except for one thing, I haven't learned how to not focus on numbers. But
I
everything
don't.
else,
I never look. The only reason why I do once a month, we have to readjust for how much we're selling ads for. But don't fucking care. It means nothing. It really doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't. Don't give a shit. I don't look at rankings. I know for a while we were in like the top 100. Once we were number 1 in comedy. That was kind of cool to get that screenshot. But
yeah,
I never look at it because all it's ever going to do. Let's put it this way. I don't know how many numbers you have. It doesn't matter. Let's say you have 500 listeners or 1,000 listeners or 10,000, whatever it is. You're always going to say, well, why not 20,000? Well, why not 30,000? If you have 100, why not 200? So what's the fucking difference? Just enjoy what you're doing. Focus on the moment. That's all that fucking matters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So truly, friend of the show, man. Thank you so much for being so supportive this year. And
I want to say this, and I mean this sincerely. Thank you for being so bad at trivia.
Oh
You
shit.
make me feel really good about myself. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
Yeah. It's a real ego boost to see.
Yeah.
Jesus. I
Just
think
a
this
little
guy might have a
pick-me-up for
learning
ya.
disability. I'm not sure what's happening here.
Dude, you know what's so funny? So we just clipped together a video of like our 1-year snapshot, and I had people send in like anniversary compliments and stuff. Every single one of them that we did trivia with, they were all like, as I recall, I whooped your ass in trivia.
You're consistent.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
least
you
you
are at
embrace
least
it.
consistent.
at least
At
you
least I
embrace it,
can
it's
lie
good.
and say that I'm just doing it on purpose.
To make people feel better.
You want to make the guests feel good. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
For a long time, I was beating Jay consistently across our games, like almost every time. And he accused me of like planning, like, you know, I take it, that part I take super seriously. I don't want to know the question. I don't even want to know how, just get me out of it. I don't want to be any shot that I could be looked at as cheating. But I was winning a lot. So then I started throwing games in my head because I wanted Jay to feel better about winning. But then I was like, all right, he's got enough now. I'm going to start trying to win. And I have not won since. Like, he is now way ahead of me in these games of various things. I think he's a solid, like, 8 more wins than I do, which really sucks.
He's probably cheating.
You
He
can
might be.
hear his ego getting bigger every game.
Oh,
listen
yeah,
every
for
week.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a time when he didn't want to play anymore because he would get mad.
Yeah.
During the pandemic, a girl put something in his ass, and he was so pissed off because that was the punishment. You know, you had to get, and it was a girl at his house and a girl at mine, and he got so fucking like legitimately like break character angry on the show. Like, I'm like, what are we doing here, man? This is just supposed to be fun, man. You know, and and I was like, all right, maybe I'm gonna throw these for a while, and then he's just won every fucking game since. It's so annoying.
All right. So, what do you want to plug today? I know the SDR
Gas
Show,
Digital,
Good
you know, we
Shocker.
switched to gasdigital.com. It took me 5 years to win back that URL. So I'm very happy. The website will be fully out of beta, I would say, by the end of July is realistic. The apps are there. The SDR Show and Good Sugar podcasts, you know, always check them out. SDR, whenever this airs. I don't know when it's airing. How soon is this airing?
This Monday.
This Monday. Okay, so that week, this coming week, we have the newest free episode will be with David Coverdale of Whitesnake, who I've known for years. It was great to have him on again, and just a fun dude. We have some hot porn star / MMA star coming on this Wednesday, and she's going to try and put Jay and I in chokeholds, which could be hilarious if I pass out. That'd be great. And I think I don't know who else is up on, but that's what I have. It's off the top of my head right now. And then if you're in New York City, come down to the Good Sugar store. I'm there like once or twice a week, 3rd Avenue and 69th Street. Come down and eat a quality vegan meal with me.
Hell yeah. Awesome.
All right.
All right,
thank
man.
you guys for. Oh, and follow me over at I am Ralph Sutton. I'm terrible at my social media.
We'll give you a shout out.
Thank
Yeah,
you very
yeah.
much.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much for coming on, man. Go get some rest.
All right, peace.
Yes.
All right. Peace.
Bye.
All right.
Promo Polly.
Promo Polly.
Oh, guys, I forgot that's my job. Hang on.
I really like that format better.
What format?
having Taylor
asking
asking questions.
Yeah.
I like that a
makes it more
lot.
fun.
It flows really nicely.
So do I keep this mustache?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Get multiple. We're gonna do multiple characters.
You're
Different
just a different
personalities?
host every time.
Yeah.
That's so fun. Okay, guys, are you ready? All right, everybody. Oh, never mind. We're not gonna do that. I love it.
No,
No, please, Taylor, do your southern accent.
What's her southern name? Southern Peninsula.
Paula.
With a
Como
mustache?
Paula. Yes, do your southern accent that you tried to do on the phone with me. Lindsay has to hear it.
Promo Pilgrim.
Oh, it was so funny. Go ahead.
All right, everybody. Go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Go,
Oh God. Jesus Christ.
go ahead and subscribe. And hit that bell notification so you can be
It's so
notified. I will post
You
a
gotta tell her to
new
ring that bell
video.
notification.
Ring that bell notification.
Oh my God. Okay, hold on. I gotta compose myself.
Let's see.
Go check out the website. If you have ideas for things that you might find on a website, please send them on the website because it's pretty much useless at this point. I don't know what to do with a website. But it's there if you want to go check it out and follow the Instagram.
We're gonna be doing a giveaway, and you guys can win this mustache that was on my face.
It looks like a black caterpillar.
What if that was like the one time we get the most engagement?
Dude,
I'd be
No,
so
seriously, put it
pissed.
up.
please don't.
No, put it up. We have to do. I don't know what we'll put it in a picture on Instagram and tell you what to do. But you can win this mustache.
Oh, you know what's actually interesting?
Looks like it's gonna fly.
Give us
It's gross.
give us 5 stars on Apple and Spotify and leave
Yeah.
reviews and tell people about the show. It
Yes.
is helpful. But what's really interesting is we officially have a subscription that you can sign up for to support the show. It's there, and you can subscribe for as low as $3 a month. Me personally, I wouldn't pay more than $3 a month for this.
Don't sell us short.
Well, currently the only thing that that you get for doing it is we will send you a emailed personal thank you.
We're not writing them thank yous.
No, we're gonna email a video personal thank you for subscribing.
Okay.
And you can or cannot, depending on what you want to do, you can be a guest on the show. All you got to do is schedule it with me if you subscribe, and we will have you on the show to just talk for an hour about
Just
music.
hang out.
Yeah.
You can play your choice of game.
Yeah, you can choose your game that you want to play. We'll make the questions.
You can bring your own music news, your own list, whatever you want.
Whatever you want to do. Choice is yours. You can come on the show.
The world is your oyster.
The world is your cloister. The world is a vampire.
Nope. You're gonna get us canceled.
Dude, I did so bad.
You suck.
I'm not good. I'm
Bad
not
with
good.
a capital bad.
I genuinely just like blanked every time.
That's
I
okay.
don't know why. I just
How was my question asking?
It was
You
very
did great.
Everyone leave a comment on me asking questions and how I did.
Yeah.
I think I have more confidence in a mustache.
I think you should start getting wigs also.
Yeah.
I think that would be
Stop.
hilarious.
You're
just
right.
characters. I'm telling you, characters.
You're right.
Anyways,
I'll get
everybody,
them all from Party City.
that's the show, everybody. Peace. Okay, now we can keep talking.